How can I help you? I have. I may be a tavern wench, but I haven't always been this tavern's wench. You've got a bosom and you can pour a flagon, you can find work just about anywhere. Truth is, I ain't even from Skyrim. I'm from the docks of Anvil, the Gold Coast. My da thinks I'm here to find me roots, be a proper Nord and trade my broom for a sword. When all I really wanted was to get away from him. He didn't beat me or nothing like that. Most rather wish he did. Would have made hating him all the more easier. No, the old goat just thinks he's some kind of honorary stormcloak the way he goes on about the Nords being the master race. Course he didn't fight in the Great War, but you wouldn't know it by listening to him talk about it. Aye, and we do a lot of Nord things. We look like Nords, we eat like Nords, we drink like Nords, and we piss like Nords. But we ain't exactly Nords. Maybe I like the beach more than I like the snow. Maybe I prefer a surly brother's wine to some cheap Nord swill. Maybe now they do. Still ain't exactly one of them, though. Sometimes I'll call a Falmer a goblin, or a skeever a cave rat. Sometimes I'll complain about the cold, or boast about how ginseng can cure anything. Then they look at me sideways, like I just got off the boat from Morrowind. I've always said I got half of me mother, half of me father, and half of the coast in me. And I've seen enough of this here country to know which is the better half. Fine, but I ain't got all day. I have. I may be a tavern wench, but I haven't always been this tavern's wench. A long time. Ain't a pot or pan in this inn I haven't washed 1,000 times over. And ain't a chair or stool that hasn't felt me bottom. I'd say the same goes for the men. Now, some tavern girls don't like it when they get rough. I tell 'em, be careful what you wish for. If a man don't want a taste of your pie enough to steal a slice, then either he ain't a man or you ain't a woman. Would you now, lass? Now that I wasn't expecting. But aye, a strong woman's got a grip as good as any man, so long as she's committed. Aye, but you can't believe every little worm that crawls in your ear. Lots of the lasses like to say Joanna spends all day breaking her back, while Ingarte spends all night lying on it. I like being on top. Some folk think I got on top of Lurbuck the way I defend the old badger, but it ain't like that. Even I got standards. Not anymore, no. Ain't no carriages come by either. Used to be, people wash in from the city, come for the quiet. When the war started, even this place got noisy. That attracts different kind of folk. My kind of folk. Folk that ain't got all their teeth and smell as sour as a hag raven's breeches. Of course, Joanna don't like them sort. Chased even them away. Although she says it was Lurbuck who did all the chasing, I'd call her a sodding harpy for saying so if I didn't need the job. Now all we got is a handful of freaks who came scuttling across the border when all the Nords were busy stepping on their own pricks. Huh, you lost me there at Watts.
I'm paid to serve you drinks, not listen to you patrons babble on about the length of your wart hairs. All right then.